Working? Yeah. So, I'm a visual storyteller. I was always behind the camera, and still am. But for a change, I'm out here in front of you all and in front of camera. So, but like always, I do have a story to tell. I grew up in a village in Shirazganj. And on my weekend, mostly I went to my grandparents' house, swim in the river, ride on big mango trees with my cousins. And my grandparents and my great-grandparents planted those trees. And the branches of those trees were so wide that we could even sleep there. My parents love gardening too. I always help them to set up our own vegetable garden. My father and we grew an entire garden together where we planted lots of trees like black plum, olive, star fruit, jackfruit, mango. So my father were telling me stories while we were gardening. Folk tales like Gaji Kalu and Champavati, Behula Lokhindar, Dalim Kumar. So it was a fun way for me to learn. So when I moved to Dhaka to get enrolled here in a college, I had huge expectation from this city. I thought of all the possibilities that this city has to offer, but it wasn't as good as I thought because I fall sick from the weather in Dhaka. I had a lot of friends, but I always felt alone because I felt like that there is something missing. So it's not just only my family, but also the surroundings that made me to think like that. So after my college, I decided to leave Dhaka. And I went to Rajshahi. I started studying sociology there. And only after 8 days of class, I felt like that I don't belong here either. So I came back to Dhaka again to study what I'm truly passionate about. So after graduating from media studies and journalism, I started working for an advertising firm. And that job gave me an opportunity to... Is it working? Sorry. And that job gave me an opportunity to visit across Bangladesh. I started taking pictures of nature, of people, and later I joined the world's biggest NGO. And that job gave me even more opportunity to visit beyond Bangladesh. I went to Tanzania for an assignment. So while I was traveling, the more I'm traveling, the more I'm realizing that any place can feel like your home if you are surrounded by what you love. So, being a filmmaker in Bangladesh, I knew that Dhaka is the best place for me to live in. So, I thought of changing something, as in, despite living in one of the least livable city in the world, I can change my home at least and my surroundings. So I start planting trees, as in trees almost everywhere, in my bedroom, in my office, even in my toilet. So this simple change had so much effect on my well-being. So I thought of sharing this idea with other people. My brother was studying agriculture. So one day, he, with two of his friends, they came to me and they were sharing an idea. And I agreed immediately with them and we formed Nagarkrishi. So it's an urban farming initiative. We basically farm for other people. So when we started this idea, we started with a model farm where we grew all sorts of vegetables. We grew fruits like strawberry, dragon fruits. Even we farmed chicken, fish. And then we were thinking, why aren't people doing the same? Then we found there are some barriers, there are some problems. So one of the common problems that we found that people do not have enough time for farming, people who are living in the city area. Secondly, they don't know how to do. And the ones who knows are facing lots of various problems, like accessing the right tools, materials needed. So we came up with solution for each of the problems. You have less time, our expert gardener will go and set it up for you. You are already doing it, but don't know where to go to get the right materials and tools. So you can just simply order online and we will deliver it to your house. You don't know how to do it, we provide training. So this is the way we are offering our services. But one problem still remains. We found that not everyone, it's true that not everyone has access to their roof. There is a Bangla saying I saw the other day, there is a meme called Bashar Bariwala Jodi ছাদেই যেতে না দেয় বাঙালিকে তবে চাঁদে যাবে কি করে so that's why we were thinking that you don't need a roof for farming. You can grow herbs, vegetables, and even some fruits on your balcony in a hanging garden or vertical garden. So Nagarkrishi makes farming easy and fun for everyone. So by everyone, I don't mean only our clients. It includes all of you who are present here and the ones who will hear it from you. So, like for example, here we have almost 120 people here. So if we start planting at least one tree each, then it will be 120. And if we can inspire at least one person, then it will be 240, and the number goes on. So that inspired us to launch another initiative called Little Farmer, because we found that these urban youngsters do not have opportunities to spend time with nature. Like looking back to my childhood, it's so colorful and so vivid still, because most of these memories were with nature. But today's urban youngsters, they do not have that opportunity. So this is why we started another initiative called Little Farmer, where we train children how to farm, how to grow their own food, and most importantly, we encourage them to spend more time with nature. So our workshop do not have any rigid content. Rather we use adaptive approach, where based on the need. The photos on on the left is on our rooftop, office rooftop, and the other one is in a school. So we used adaptive approach. And after each workshop, we gave some gifts, a gift that grows. Our participants received some seed and potted plants, and they would take it to their home and they started going. and their parents shared their joy and, uh, they shared their joy with us. And it's amazing for us to hear all these stories. So we are in an era where, it's not possible for us to leave everything behind and go back to nature. But what we can do, we can bring nature back to us. How? By farming. So farming is fun. Give it a try. You will find it for yourself.